With every garment I make, I always feel the same. Suddenly everything comes together and you find you have finished. Always persevere and finish garments. Often they look disappointing right up until the last stitch, and then at the end they look great. The very last job is the waistband fastening. We have a choice to make. These jeans buttons are really nice. They come in a kit and they are relatively easy to apply. They will require a buttonhole, and we will cover buttonholes in another movie. The other option is to use a press stud which comes in a similar kit. You get these useless gadgets with it. This is supposed to make the hole, but don't bother with it. And this part is for compressing the press stud elements together. You use a hammer, but I have found it difficult to line up the elements, and when you bash it and it's crooked, you're pretty well stuck with it. For making the holes, a simple nail and hammer is much easier. And it is worth getting the pliers for attaching the press studs. So put this in the bin. These are the other accessories that come with the kit. These two are for attaching the top of the press stud. These are for the lower part. The part that goes underneath. Each pair fits into the pliers. So that pair for the top and that pair for the underneath. I like to keep these parts stored separately together with the appropriate press stud parts. When you come to do this next time, you don't have to work out which accessory is which. Practice on spare fabric if you haven't done this before. I have 2 pieces of fabric interfaced to represent my waistband. So this can go in the bin as well. We are going to make the holes with our nail and hammer. We will put our jeans to the side for the time being. I have my trusty old piece of breadboard. Most importantly, you want your fastener to line up correctly when closed. You can ruin your jeans if this is out of line. So, I like to make the holes in one operation through both layers of the waistband. That should do. So for the underneath first, these are the parts you need. You have to get the back part through the hole. It's easier if you slip it over the nail and then push through. Yes, that's through. Can you see? This part goes on top. And pressing them together makes the back part splay out into the front part, so fixing it permanently, which is why you want to practice. So take your pliers and insert the appropriate accessories into the holes. The ball of the press stud fits into the dimple. Give a really good squeeze. That's probably enough, but I'm not that strong, so I like to make sure with a few bashes with a hammer. That is definitely fixed. These things are tricky to pull out. I think you get a gadget to do it, but I find a pair of pliers does the job. Then fit the other pair into the pliers. So we have the other press stud components. This is the part that shows, and this is the part with the hole and the little spring that holds the fastener together. This part fits snugly in the bowl shape. But first we want to get it into the hole. I find it helps to make the hole bigger with a larger nail. So put the stud through the hole, easing it in as best you can. This takes a little bit of practice. Then position it in the dish. Pop the other part into the pliers. It should clip on. You know it's right when it clicks. Then, again, a good squeeze and a bash with a hammer. There, it works splendidly. Now for the garment. First of all, make the holes. Make sure your zip is closed and the waistband is nicely aligned. So, taking the thinner of the two nails, bang a hole all the way through. Yes, we're through. So again, we'll start with the underlap. Repeat the process as we have practiced. Don't forget the nail trick here. Perfect. Enlarge the hole here. Factories have bench-mounted lever presses for attaching these accessories at lightning speed. I have thought of getting one. But once you know what you're doing, this can be done quite quickly this way, but it is fiddly. I would have preferred to use a bronze coloured stud, but my local supplier does not have them in this size. So the jeans finished. I'm really pleased with them. I made them extra long, especially for my studio models. And also, I like the double rolled look anyway. So that is the jeans video finished. I believe this is the first. Who else would do a video making jeans from beginning to end, uncut?